This video is brought to you by patreon.com/worsttake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord servers, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos when you join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content like this by supporting the Patreon. Links are in the description down below. What does it mean if the Cleveland Browns can win this game today? Now, as of recording this video, I'm not 100% sure who's going to play quarterback. I'm pretty sure it's going to be DeSean Jackson, but if it's DTR, then make your adjustments accordingly. But that's been the only up in the air situation. This is going to be a great matchup between two AFC North teams. And we know in the AFC North, nothing comes easy. There's no such thing as a free win in the AFC North, especially when you're the Cleveland Browns. So that is something I'm looking forward to. I'm pretty sure all of you watching this video are looking forward to. But what does it mean if this team gets to 3-1? I think it means a great deal, to be honest with you. That means that they would have started out a schedule, which, by the way, isn't it funny to you how the Browns get to 2-1? A lot of people before the season were predicting that the Browns would go winless in this 4-game stretch because it was so tough. The Browns get to 2-1, and all I can hear about is how the defense has really played nobody. You know, Joe Burrow, it was raining. It doesn't matter. Everything in that game that happened doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It was raining, right? So the rain clearly just nullified any defensive performance that happened, except for if it were on the Cincinnati Bengals side, then you need to worry about whatever DeSean Jackson was and what not doing. Then week 2 comes around. It's just Kenny Pickett, even though Kenny Pickett looked a lot better the week after when he wasn't playing the Cleveland Browns or the 49ers. You know, it's just Kenny Pickett. What are you talking about? You just played some mid. And then they played the Tennessee Titans, who put up 27 the week before. No credit there, right? It's hilarious to me how this stretch of games turned into one of the most daunting stretches in the offseason, right? It's part of the reason people justified saying that this football team would go 6-11. I forget his name, Adam Rank, 6-11. Justifying it, right? Like, that's the justification for it. Oh, it's so tough at the beginning. I don't know if they can ever. Okay, 6-11. That's what you use to justify. The Browns go 2-1 to start. All of a sudden, it's an easy schedule. I think that's hilarious, but I'm going to keep it real with you. If the Browns get to 3-1, that means that they're 2-1 in the division. And I don't care who's on their schedule. Their division games are the toughest games that they're going to have all year. And it doesn't matter if it's Pittsburgh. It doesn't matter if it's Cincinnati. It doesn't matter if it's Baltimore. Division games are always, when you're in the AFC North. Now, some of these other divisions are cupcake, but in the AFC North, your division games are always going to be the barometer for you. It is always going to be the litmus test for you. It's always going to be your toughest football games. Look at the Cincinnati Bengals, right? They struggled to death with the Baltimore Ravens, came out smacked the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs. Ravens almost beat them with the backup quarterback. They go in and smack Buffalo and almost beat the Chiefs. Your division games are always going to be the toughest ones you play. The Browns have played 3 division games. They have a chance to go 3-1, 2-1 in division, or they'll end up 1-2 in the division. This is the game that's going to tell you where you should probably feel about the season, because the division games are the barometer. Right now, we got one good one, one bad one, one out of conference, one out of division game. So this is going to be the one that, at least for the bye week, tips the scales on how Browns fans are going to feel about this game. And that makes it huge for us. I think it also gives this Browns team a good indicator on where they have to go offensively in order to be the team that they want to be, because this is going to be a game that tests if you're limited offensively. Right now, we have no clue what kind of game DeSean Jackson's going to go out there with. Some of us have good feelings. Some of us have bad feelings. If it's DTR, some of us have good feelings. Some of us have bad feelings, but we are not sure what the product is going to look like offensively either way. It's the truth. We still don't know. Defensively, we know this is going to be a good defense. Even if they don't shut them down like they've shut down the last 3 teams, they'll do a really good job. This defense is solid. We know who they are. They've been this since the beginning of camp. Offensively has been where the debates have been. Oh, they look good here. They don't look good here. They look good in one joint practice. They don't look good in another joint practice, right? We've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with this offense. So we need that thing to stabilize. And maybe it doesn't stabilize until November, or maybe it doesn't stabilize till after the bye week. But we want to have a better picture on what this offense is going to be. And a third division game is going to give you a better picture of what this offense is going to be. It's the AFC North. It's big boy football. We all know that. They're going to send a ton of blitzes. And I think it's also a good test for Deshaun Watson to test his composure if he plays. Same thing for DTR. It all stands for DTR, right? This is going to be a good test of the composure of the quarterback position. That's how I put it. The reason I say that is, one, they're going to blitz you. They're going to blitz you nonstop. That's how it goes in AFC North. They're going to get you under pressure. They're going to try to make you make bad decisions. They're going to try to force you to flush the pocket. They're going to want you to beat them everywhere but in the pocket. They're going to try to do everything they can to make sure you're uncomfortable in the pocket. If you're DeSean or if you're DTR, they want you to make mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes by trying to escape pressure. It's up to the Browns quarterbacks, whether it's DTR or DeSean, to stand in there, not be afraid, and deal. Right? That's what this game plan is going to require. Stand in that pocket, stay tall, and throw that football. I know they coming. You know they coming. Throw that football. Get it out of your hands and get it out. I don't want to see DeSean have the longest time to throw in the NFL this week. I want to see him be closer to the middle of the NFL. He needs to get rid of that ball quickly. If it's DTR, I expect him to get rid of that ball quickly because that's what rookies do. But for DeSean, I need him to get that ball out quickly. These are going to be the things that's important. Composure on another end. We saw when DeSean got his first real taste, right? Because those 6 games last year didn't really give him a real taste of what it's like to play in this division because everything was kind of settled. But this year on Monday Night Football, he got his first real taste of what it's like to play AFC North football on the road. And it's a different game. He didn't have a rival like this at Clemson. He didn't have a rival like this with the Texans. This is new. This level of vitriol, this level of trash talk, this level of pettiness that teams are willing to use against you in these rivalry games, it's different. We saw it get to him on Monday night. We saw him do things we've never seen him be pushed to in his NFL career. Like, we know he's not going to get a bunch of personal foul penalties all the time. We know he's not the type to almost get in a skirmish on the sideline. He's never done that in an NFL game before or in a college game. But they got to him because it's AFC North football and it's just a little different, and he wasn't ready for it, right? The crowd's different. The Pittsburgh crowd gets crazy. Baltimore's crowd gets crazy. Our home crowds get crazy during these division games because we are here every year. We know what this is like. So we need DeSean, DTR, whoever's the quarterback today, to step up in those kind of environments and do what needs to be done. Because the truth is that this is a game that the Browns can win. Not just can win, should win. Defensively, I like their matchups. I think that they have the advantage on that side. If you look at some of these matchups, like, I think their D-line should be able to get pressure. I think they have the speed on the perimeter to attack all these screens that Todd Monk is going to try to throw at them. I think this is a very good screen defense team. And if Todd Monk thinks he's going to beat the blitz by throwing the screen, he's sadly mistaken. He's just going to get more yards for loss like that. So I think that this is a team that's uniquely qualified to be able to keep up with some of the offense and some of the special things that Lamar Jackson does. And defensive line-wise, I feel like they can win that matchup, especially if Ronnie Stanley is not healthy. You're going to get some one-on-ones with Amari Cooper, whether it's Watson or not. You're going to get some nice looks with David Njoku, and you're going to get Roquan Smith in pass coverage, so you might be able to take advantage of that. You have the looks, you have the matchups, you have the advantage when it goes roster for roster here. Deshaun Watson not being out there, that does change things because then it takes what is a push at quarterback to, an advantage for Baltimore. But you're still in a position of where defensively you should be able to do your thing, and offensively you should be able to do enough. It's going to be a knockdown, drag them out, classic style AFC North football game today. I'm looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it. I know everybody's looking forward to it. Tell me, what do you think is going to be the key to this game? Do you think it's going to be DeSean's health at the quarterback position? Do you think this is going to be a game where they're going to ask him to drop back, throw the ball about 40 times? Or do you think that the run game might be a factor? Look, Zach Moss had like 140 on them. You know, they're good to give up a big play. Baltimore is, right? So I think that this game's going to be interesting. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Y'all have a great day, and don't forget to check me live during the game. You know, I'll be live during the game, so make sure you check that out and hit that like button when you join the stream.